Hello everybody, Discount Russian here, and today I'm bringing you a reaction video with a twist. So Armored Core 6 is literally 1 month away from being released, and I thought it was going to be a good idea to finally actually bring some opinions and insights on what I thought of the game, but I also brought an additional opinion on it. And some of you that have been watching my channel for a while may already know him. He's been playing some Cuphead games with me, he's a really old friend of mine, but one thing that I didn't tell about him is that he's actually an air pilot. So yes, I decided it would be a good idea and a fun idea to actually bring someone with actual knowledge in aerodynamics and flight physics to react to these insanely fast moving mechs and see if it's actually viable to have them on the battlefield or not. And his answers were actually quite surprising. Either way, if you like this type of content, I please ask you to like and subscribe, and without any further ado, let's begin the video. Now then, to put into perspective, into context, you are a pilot, right? A planes pilot?
Yes.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Already flown how many hours by now?
153 hours.
Alright, 153 hours, so it's safe to say that you have much more knowledge in aerodynamics than I do. So, with that out of the way, what do you think of the robots, first of all? What do you think of them?
Hey,
Yeah,
they look cool.
Hmm.
And I kind of get the vibe from Titanfall.
Really? Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know Titanfall came way after the first Armored Core, of course,
Yeah, yeah.
but I never played Armored Core. I have no idea how it plays. I know nothing about the game. The robots, they look pretty cool.
Mm.
That really looks, very fun.
A lot of
Uh,
cinematic in and of itself. What do you think about it?
yeah, that was pretty. That was nice. And they can't really fly. That's no, ish. Kind of
So,
weird.
so yeah, there's no fucking way they would fly, right?
Yeah, but it comes to the point where clearly they have so much power, which so much thrust that it doesn't matter if they
Yeah.
have good aerodynamics or not. They can just power through it.
Mm.
That's what it is. And it's funny. There's I don't remember which plane it was. It's a fighter jet that they were having a practice run, and I don't know how it happened, but they lost one of their wings, and they landed the plane without one of the wings
Just
because the
because.
plane,
Uh,
yeah, the plane has so much thrust. It's just like a rocket, and because of that, they were able to land the plane with just one wing.
Jesus.
And
So,
yeah, true story.
so hold on a second. So it's not completely out of the realm of possibility that ridiculously hectic robots zigzagging around with 10-ton frames of metalwork. Are
I
you
mean,
serious? This is actually, somewhat conceivable.
it's you see they from what I saw, they only have one jet in their back, right?
No, they
Just
have a
one,
shitload of jets. I mean, let's go back. Yeah, well, show me the
because I saw
screen
they have
again.
one in their backs, but if they have one like in their feet,
No, no, check it
their
out, check it out.
hands.
No, no, they do, they do. Check it out.
Okay.
You see right over here in the ankles. Is it for? Oh, right here as well. They're gonna hold on. See, you see, they have thrusters in their sides and their shoulders. You
Oh
can
yeah.
you can see it.
There's in
So yeah, let's go back to the hold on, to the beginning of it where they're charging into enemy position. Pay attention to the thrusters. You see the ankles.
Oh yeah.
But see,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
they even
Okay.
had
Yeah,
thrusters
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
front, right?
that would make sense. That would make sense. It's just raw power.
Yeah,
You know.
I sincerely was expecting to you to come out of like, yeah, it's just the rule of cool. There's no fucking way this
No.
would actually move like that.
Go on Google and type "take on gravity."
Take on
Gravity.
take on gravity. Gravity Industries Flight Club. I'm
Go to
not even sure if I'm
go to
recording.
images. Just go to
Okay,
images.
images. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
See. So they're building this jetpack, and see how they fly.
Mm-hmm.
They have one big thruster in their back and in their hands. So that's pretty much how it works. Just power, just the more power you have, here it goes.
So you basically can bypass gravity by just having raw thrusting power. That's interesting.
Yes,
And
exactly.
and here I was
Just like
expecting.
Iron Man did.
Oh, okay. I thought it was so out of the realm of possibility that, I mean, to
No,
see robots like this to actually and conceive the fact that yeah, they could probably fly.
but it comes to a point where you have a problem,
Hmm.
and the problem is the heavier you are,
The more
the
thrusting
more
power you need. You need.
exactly. So if you need bigger thrust and bigger engines, the heavier the engines get too.
Oh, oh,
So you start getting to a
okay.
problem where the robot's really heavy, the engines are really the motors are really heavy. So it gets to a point where does it really work? Hmm, probably not.
I mean, they
If it's
have this in lore substance because they're fighting on this planet called Rubicon, and in it, supposedly there's this substance that's so flammable, so energy rich that they can create propulsions like this. So yeah, kind of spice melange type of thing, you know.
okay, and you see this part is kind of funny. Like, look at the size of that thing, and he just stops it using his
The thrust.
thrusters.
Yeah, this is 100% rule of cool. There's no fucking
See,
way. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, just raw power.
yeah,
That's all you
okay.
need.
But holy shit,
Let me try to show you. Let me see if I can find it. Fighter jet.
holy shit! I'm actually quite surprised that. Like I said before, I was 100% expecting like, yeah, this is just sci-fi. It's never gonna be conceived.
No,
But
it's not. You know, it has some truth in it.
holy shit.
It's hard, and like I said, you have a weighting problem. The weight's a
Hmm.
big problem. You know,
I thought you were gonna
but
mention that design is also gonna be a problem of the robots because of how they look. Because if you go back in the beginning, like, where is it? A good look
just
at the
like I said,
robot.
raw power.
Just look at it. He's backed up
Terrible.
with guns and because looking at him, he has a shitload of guns and auxiliary weaponry. It's insane.
Here, look at this video. I don't know if you can stream it. Just open on YouTube and look at that. It's like I said. Of course, this is a very different story and realistic, but the plane has so much power that it can literally
Fly with one
lose a
wing.
wing and still land the plane. It's stupid, but you know.
Okay, I'm actually surprised. Like I said before, jeez, I was expecting you
And
to basically cripple the our hopes and dreams into smithereens, but no, apparently.
no, no, it's because it's just like imagine it's just a big rocket. It really is just a big rocket. And if you have the thrusters in your hand, you can move your hand around and propel yourself to the side you want to go.
Uh huh.
So,
What about the
even
shoulders
though
then?
you're
In this case, in the robots, they
yeah, see
like they have enough
you see
front
how
that.
you see how he used one in his front side to stop him going forward?
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it is. It just counterweight and counter thrust.
I mean, we're gonna see it very soon, like right here. Boom, he
There
stops
you go,
it,
see?
goes to the side,
Yeah,
evades the laser.
yeah.
I mean, I always expecting that mechs, rule of cool. They're just they're supposed to look cool, not necessarily realistic. And to actually listen to me, yeah, maybe in a far future, maybe so. Mechs may be viable. I'm not sure if they're
Yeah.
gonna be very viable in a military logic sense, but damn, I mean, this trailer at least look cool, man.
Is this game gonna be like is is gonna be like a first person shooter or a third person
No, no,
shooter?
it's a third person. Third person.
Third person, okay.
Let me get the gameplay so that you can react to it. Okay.
Because there are some games that like they show a nice cinematics like this, and when you play an RTS game, it's like oh, okay.
No. It's actually a third person shooter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, shooter. I don't know. Maybe. No, this is not the one. This is the one I want to show you. They're gonna have a showcase tomorrow. It's plays around like
Oh,
this.
look
You
at that.
see?
That's nice.
This is how they play around. This is how it looks like.
Oh, that's pretty
Yes,
cool.
of course. Full HD. Let's go for it. You see?
Yeah. Oh, it looks nice. Oh, you see the
Literally.
details, how the thruster moves on this
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
like the
Hmm.
angles. That's pretty nice.
Dude, it's so cool to see someone that actually understands of aerodynamics and actually see him
You
react
see
it.
how it's moving.
Uh huh.
Remember when we were talking about fighter jets? That's kind of how the Russian jets work.
Oh, really?
because they can use their thrusters to move when they're changing. How
Directions?
can I say it? Yeah, when they're changing directions.
Or holding momentum,
So
you mean?
they have they can move way different from like American jets and other manufacturers,
Hmm.
European jets. It's crazy how they can move because they use their own jet blast to move around. It's insane.
Like
It's
counter
awesome.
thruster or something like that?
Yeah,
Of course, this is still a very hectic way to move because if you pay attention to how the mechs are moving, they zigzag around as if they like weigh like a feather.
yeah.
But
Now that I'm
still,
seeing gameplay, I kind of like this game. Looks fun.
yeah. I mean, again, gonna try to finish my thoughts this time. Uh, I'm worried to a degree. I enjoy what I see, but this is my entry point to the series as well, just as you in case you buy it.
Oh, okay.
But here's my worry. Elden Ring was a massive success, like
True.
legendary so. And this is not gonna have the success of Elden Ring. I don't believe it will have. I don't believe it will
Probably
reach
not.
these numbers. Elden Ring was a niched game, in my opinion, that got really successful due to the hype of 10 years of Souls-like development, and everything culminated in it. So I feel like the hype for it was justified. People were looking for a open world Souls game. It generated a ridiculous amount of hype, but now Armored Core is a very, very different animal than Elden Ring. I don't think it's gonna be as challenging in the same sense as Elden Ring or the Souls-like games were. My worry is that people are gonna buy Armored Core from the hype that Elden Ring gathered, believing it's gonna be something similar because it is from software that's also developing it. And they will buy it and it's not what they were expecting and be disappointed at that. I'm a little bit worried in that regard because you know how hype works. You either overhype it or you underhype it. You know, there is very little in between or that balance that people actually get excited for.
Yeah, makes sense. I can also see people like me that don't really enjoy Souls-like games, but might give this one a chance because it's more our style.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting games, not doesn't have that difficulty that Souls likes.
Are
They,
known for.
they way too much.
You know,
So this
when I
a
was
little bit more
researching a little
challenging.
bit of Armored Core, the game was also known of being challenging, but in a different way, not in the same way as Dark Souls was.
It's like I
I
say, I
uh,
don't really mind
the
I don't really mind a
challenge,
hard game. I don't
mm,
mind the challenge. I just don't like the thing like,
the
oh,
style.
there's a monster. Oh, he hit me twice and I'm dead and I have to walk everything again and oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
just
know. I get it. I get your feeling there. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I still feel like Elden Ring is a very niched game.
true.
I still feel like it's a very niched game that got a lot of success due to its hype. But I'll die on that hill. It's a niche game for a niche type of player, and the player that are expecting it to play Elden Ring are the players that will invest a considerable amount of time exploring and enjoying and learning the game. And that requires time, a lot of investment in time in order to learn it. It has a steep learning curve.
Hmm.
From what I researched, not from experience, Armor Core is similar in some ways, but I don't feel like it didn't punish the player as much as the Souls game. But then again, I did not experience
And
the.
it it might be a little bit of a stretch here, but
Mm,
uh, you know, Elden Ring had a very good marketing campaign as well.
you're right. That you're completely right. The marketing campaign
So
for Elden Ring was legendary.
yeah, I mean, you also had Martin behind it, which
True, true.
it's pretty huge.
George Martin behind it.
But the one thing I want to, let's go a little bit, different ways here. Skyrim was a huge game.
Mm-hmm.
It had a good marketing campaign as well, and it was pretty nice. Okay, but I remember when the new Fallout was coming out, the marketing for Fallout, it was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout 4, you would see it everywhere,
Everywhere, everywhere. Yeah.
everywhere. So like, a lot of people that never played Skyrim,
Excuse me.
never played Bethesda games, they bought Fallout 4 because the marketing was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Fallout 76 came out, it wasn't that big of a hype as Fallout 4, and I'm not talking about the online issues and the bug
Hmm.
issues. I'm just talking like, hey, this is a new game,
The knowledge
a new
of the
Fallout.
gaming coming out,
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
because I remember like going out, for food, like Buffalo Wild Wings and all that stuff, and you would see like on the TV, oh, Fallout 4 is coming out and whatever. You'll see the trailer and marketing, marketing, marketing. So that helps a lot. And Elden Ring kind of had the same pace going on, and I don't think Armored Core is gonna have that. So
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you say that because that's the greatest worry is that the YouTubers, the specialists, the Souls likes the From Software specialists that that live on the YouTube, they have their own YouTube channels dedicated to following From Software. They were mentioning it that the marketing campaign for Armored Core is not as prevalent as Elden Ring was. I doubt that they had the same amount of budget as Elden Ring had,
doubt it.
and
Yeah,
I also believe that they are not trying to uh, target the same audience at the same time. I feel like
true.
the audience for Armored Core is completely different from Elden Ring. I feel like I'm not the target audience for Armored Core in a sense because I've never played a mech game. This is the first mech game that I mean, outside of Titanfall, but that was more of an FPS game.
Hmm.
But this is the first true mech game that I'm actually, hey, yeah, I'm actually kind of hyped. I want to try it out. This might be a good opportunity to finally play the mech game, something that I never did before.
Yeah,
And
I knew Armored Core is gonna come out because I saw the teaser when they first announced what last year on I
yeah,
don't
the
know
Game
Game Awards
Awards,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly,
think
yeah,
it was that, and I never saw anything else from that game. Like
yeah, yeah.
I
No,
haven't seen
you're
this.
right.
I haven't seen gameplay. I haven't seen this new trailer that you showed me. I haven't seen anything. But let's say Elden Ring,
You saw
you
it
know,
everywhere. Everyone was talking
everywhere.
about.
You open YouTube, oh Elden Ring. You open I don't know Twitter, Elden Ring. Elden Ring's everywhere. I was like, okay. So, but this one, yeah,
Yeah, like I
I
said,
haven't seen.
I feel like the marketing from Elden Ring was legendary. Like you said, it's still a niche game, but I feel like for Armored Core, they are actually just targeting that niche category this time. Like
Probably.
they're very happy in knowing that those people that they made this game for are actually buying it.
Hey, I mean, if it's the sixth one, so
Yeah, but
all
it's
the
been
people
like
that bought
10 years since the last one
the
came out.
five other ones, they're probably pretty hyped about this one. I'd assume.
Yeah, but it's been like 10 years because this was the breadwinner for From Software, but by the time that the last one came out or the fourth one came out, they were like in the very deep waters
Okay.
in a sense of yeah, this is our last chance. We need something big, and then they released Dark Souls. I mean, they first released Demon Souls, but that still wasn't enough. That they launched Dark Souls, they were given this final chance, and then reinvigorated the company, the developer, and now they're finally bringing back a very beloved with a very active community, very loyal community in Armored Core, and like I said, I feel like this is if you want to get into a mech game, this is gonna be it. I mean, I'm gonna be trying it.
Yeah,
I'm
it looks
really
it looks really fun.
I like hearing that you're actually growing interested in it because, again, you said it, you're not that big of a fan of the Souls formula,
Yeah.
but the gameplay that you're seeing right now is actually hyping you up and actually making you want to try
Hey man,
the
you
mech.
have giant robots fight each other. They can fly and have big guns. Hey, I'm in.
Yeah, yeah. Amen, brother. Amen.
You don't need much.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You got me
And
sold. Take my money.
yeah, and it looks good. It actually looks good.
Yeah, I mean, the art style for From Software has always been their bread and butter. They're not known for their engine power,
Look at that.
although their art style always their use of color always bring them forward, always keeps them aloft. And it's I mean the game is still beautiful. I'm saying all of this, but it looks
It
fucking
is.
beautiful. For real now, let's conclude this. I am really impressed to listening to what you had to say. I mean, I was surprised when you said like, yeah, all you need is thrusting power and
Yeah.
fuck weight. I mean, if it's powerful enough, then you can basically defy gravity. And also, I'm very excited to hear that you are excited to actually try the game out. I mean,
Yeah.
ironically
Especially
enough,
if I get the
I'm.
new PC, then
Yeah,
yeah, that'll be cool.
yeah. I mean,
That'll be fun.
not only will I have a machine of a computer, I'm gonna have a machine of a Mac ready to destroy everything.
Exactly.
Would you look at that? You playing a From Software game. I never was expecting you to actually be
Who would have
excited
thought?
for one.
Who would have thought, huh?
Oh, would have thought. What about you? Do you have any final thoughts on what you want to say on the design of the Macs or the game in general?
No, it looks nice. I like the art style. The combat seems nice, you know, fast paced. I like it, you know, guns and yeah. And like I
Robots.
said, you can fly. If you have some flying things in your game, I mean,
Spoken like a
like
true
I
pilot.
said,
So
so yeah,
yeah, all
if
you
you
need
can
to
fly with
do.
big robots and shoot guns, then yeah, I'm definitely
Okay. Again, thank you very much for this. This was actually quite fun.
yeah. Hope I helped.
You did, man. That was actually quite fun. Can't
Nice.
believe it. In our near future, we're gonna have flying robots, or at least we could have. They're
Yeah,
probably gonna
just
be
like I
easy
said,
targets, but that's
remember
great.
the weight problem. The weight problem is it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing. So
Yeah, and there's also when it comes to military logic, they're probably big targets, so they have to constantly keep moving, or they get blown off.
yeah,
Which is also something that I enjoy about the trailer. They don't portray them as these unstoppable killing machines. They can actually be destroyed. So yeah, I love
those
that.
guys that I showed you from Take on Gravity, they're having some military contracts already to sell their jetpacks.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So yeah,
People really
yeah,
fucking want mechs. Okay. Then again, thank you very much. See you later.
yeah. See you guys.